yibagu badanu mabagu bada yibagu ulafideleyti bagi wara yibagu solo bayte amak bayte filla warri badak bayte badaysak baru tengede badaysina halal baruli agbibe kuhulidili lama bayte gobeleli gadibe baru sudali namalab kahamo adolali kimiro ali helta adaktali gali adowek adoli gali da tobek baruli barwali bari bay sedagari soda tok me hadak bate soda tok me hadak bate barwato obelek bate Allah amari soda ye yo yadige barwaye lowe barawa ko kefere wase tahoba ko kefere kimire desilali taburili barud haysa mali dag intale nasinar go umma kalliyo matogala umma kalliyo mandagala garirisa bodagala ibirisa walwala alana yeeda korak bahari hayne garuda tarikangu tanikme anguda gumalik ma ulak ma ya وانا ما يقبطيني يعني يبقوا يسبتحين لقرا قولوا سي حدا حيلا حرا واقري سي انتك ترى حرا وايته يبقى ترى قرا وايته هنقوك ترى حرا وايته داكبر القباها بنايروري لهو فروديني دير والي رويتاي الما كده صوتي من كريرا عمي سلو سماي دالي اما نوبة سوقو بحيلا يردو وايته دالاتها نايلي داتربي نهي باي وايرو بلي حرام مبلغ لكن قريبة وبرهينا يلوحوهينا يبابويسوني حنهينا يحدوهينا يساحيلي ما حما حسا ما يرول تريقك كايرو كورتا ميرا وال تريقك قال ميلي لا يتوبو هستلي وندوبو نبنار قولي باناي أبوا بڑي تيكي لحاوي ايرولا تتيرو بيسولي هودا يقرا دولي ونما يقبطيني يعني أنا إني هاوكي باراي بارو ماريكا ديكا كوبيا تو عبك سيلا كاي بولاليو ديكي فيك حدا كاي بولاليو فادا بارو مالي وايتا عايزولي عندلالي هموك محتكلي نمسي خويتك محتكلي بنكتلي عطوسلي بودا حويتا محريدا بلالي بودا عادي نما برك محتكلي وروتاينا بكوركو ماقاحيلي فادك دورا ساقنا موكلدي عايزو فادك الرعي دانقبي اما كوبي تقول حيلاي دوي كوبي حمار حيلاي يومك اللي دقار بها يمعكاك بدقار بها قابو سيني دعال كدا يمالي انقوايت عموري دا يمالي حيا ما يمبر مرحيني اندقا يبدا كدا مرحيني ننتنا كلا هدا مدنبرا ودهينا كوايتو مدنبرا قرعيدك ديكا كاملتي ناندالولي لك اميري قرعيدك عبو لابني كفيلا دوبو لابني بكا حريدو ما يحيلاي ونما يقبطيني يعني أنا
Allô, salam alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everybody, tout le monde, bienvenue à Lubak Dongolo. Donc, à Saku, فرنسا يا أبي يومن كهي كهي أبان فرما من قمر اللي هي أبان فرا عفرفت كاد يا أبيو لكن فرنسا يا أبي يومن كه اللي هي أبان فرا جبوتين مراي جبوتين مري بان بريسندان ينالو ديكتاتور اسمه مارجيلك نايسي سين فردينتا سادن كيو كا تافيمنا Donc voilà, je vais parler en français. J'ai quelques sujets aujourd'hui concernant Djibouti. Donc, je vais parler en français. Donc, je vais parler en français. Donc, j'ai quelques sujets d'importance, je crois, qui concernent la sont la plupart les Djiboutiens. Donc, je vais parler de au moins 4 ou 5 sujets qui concernent plus ou moins la même chose. Donc, la première chose, je voudrais dire d'abord merci d'être là. Donc, on va essayer, je ne sais pas combien de temps ça va durer. La première chose que je voudrais d'abord, les premiers sujets dont je voudrais aborder, c'est les cas du lieutenant Fouad. Je crois que vous savez tous qu'il a, il y a une confusion. On ne sait pas exactement ce qui se passe et tout ça. Donc, je voudrais, bon, venir dans ce sujet-là pour dire ce que j'en pense et, bien sûr, la première chose, c'est un point de vue de solidarité. Donc, voilà. Donc, solidarité. Et donc, je voudrais passer quelques messages, bien sûr, à l'Éthiopie, au Premier ministre Abiy Ahmed, pour lui faire comprendre ce qui se passe. Donc, avant de faire ça, bien sûr, je pense que tout le monde connaît qui c'est et maintenant le lieutenant d'aviation Fouad. D'abord, je vais vous faire écouter les premières vidéos. Je pense que c'est les premières vidéos qu'il a mis en distribution. Donc, on va écouter ça. Et donc, après, on va parler de son cas. Et donc, bien sûr, que, faire l'avocat, pour être son avocat d'une certaine façon, auprès de l'Éthiopie, bien sûr, mais bien sûr auprès des autres instances internationales. Donc, écoutons d'abord le lieutenant Fouad.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. وأنا lieutenant Fouad وأرمي de l'Arca officier labadii kun iyo tobankii ilaa ma imaanta waa 10 sano waxaan ciidan ku jirno oon officier ahay horta waa 10 sano oon dulm cadaalad darro caga juglin nin xeradan haysta oo si alla sida uu doono ummadda ka yeelaya cid uu ka cabsoonayo ayna jirin xumaanta uu geystay dembiga uu geystay dadka bini'aadanka sida uu kala qabyaalada uu kala dhex abuurayo hal milyaar lacag ku dhow diyaarada lacagtoodii uu cunay 10 guriyuu dhistay 10 gaadhiyuu iibsaday 10 baac mushtari buu yeeshay wax alla wax la hadlaya inaan jirin dhib walbuu geystayna xeerkii militaarnimaan ka qornay warqadaan ka qornay raabooraan ka qornay cid alla cid waxaas eegis ayna jirin ninkan de waxa weeye jawaal oo taliska la rabo taliska ayaa la rabo waxa weeye dadka reer Djibouti shacabku war maanta ta lagu jiro maanta ta aan ku jiro ta ay ku jiraan ta aad ku jirtiin war wasku wada mid mado ciidanku 70% way dulmayeen way dhibaatoonayaan way gaajoonayaan meel walbay joogaan dumeeray joogaan Soomaaliya joogaan xuduud walbay joogaan qaar baa si tabalomadooda 15 sano 20 sano dariiskooga 15 sano sita kaba aan sitin ulaa istabaray magaaladii Djibouti shacabkii wadarkiisa wax dulumka ku dhacay ilaahay rag buu naga dhigay ilaahay rag buu naga dhigo waxa weeye walaalahayow waa inaan kacno oo dalkan anagoo qori ku xoreyna maahane si kale wax kuma xoreynayno walaalahayo anigu waan baxay hadal aad kaga hadashiin Facebook problem war waxaan waa wax la doonayo in aad gaajootiin inaad saliicdiin inaad dulowdiin ood sharaftiinni iyo xaqiinna ilowdiin ood qof waalan u ekaatiin haddaba taana maanta qacmihiinay ku jirtaa haddii awal aad soo baxayseen oo gaboodna la geenay war maanta idinkaa wax xidhi doona ee ma soo bixi kartiin war waddan afrikaana oo lagu xoreeyey ruwanda soo qaata wixii ka dhacay maantana halkay joogaan somalilantan garabkeena soo qaata qori baa lagu xoreeyey walaalahayo war wixiina qori maan wax kale kuma dhaxsanayn wixii gama maqno nin labaalaan ahay nin bayloodaan ahay laakiinse dulumka dulqaadan wey dulumka ayaan dulqaadan wey dad bili aadan oo u baahan in aad noqotid basaas fataal ood kaariyarkaaga wixii aad soo baratay ilowdi waxaanan ahayn basaasnimo iyo fataalnimo iyo dulinimo hadda ma dulqaadan karayno walaalahayo waa soo baxa baashu qacmeynay ku jirta maanta haddaad maqlaysiin soo bax saacadda aad fideoga daawan doontiin anigu waan baxay walaalahayo walaa ciyaal baan leeyahay walaa reer waa reer dumaradan iska iloobay ciyaalada iska ilooba waxaan waa waxaan lagu dulmaayo eed qoorta u dhiganaysiin war shahiid buu yahay maanta ninkii qaranka waddankan u dhintay waa shahiid 7 ciyaalaan leeyahay il faut le sacrifier mes amis il faut des sacrifices war dalkan inagaa ka dhiganayna Canada inta aad qaxooti ku joogi lahayn dal shisheeye war dalkeena ardin ubadadina soo ceshitay reerina soo ceshitay maxaa daafaha dunida oo dhan aad qaxooti ku joogaysan war annaga ka dhiganay 1 milyan baan nahay khayraadka dalkan hadii si hagaagsan wax loo qaybiyo la nidaamiyo qacmaha la isqabsado waa nin walba u dharki ilaahay baa nagu dhashay war soo bax haddii kale taati ku dambaysa ma jirtay innaga isdulay anigu waan baxay saacadda aad fideoga daawan doontiin waan baxay walaalahayo wax kalena iima hadhin baashu qacmihiinay ku jirtaa asalaamu calaykum waraxmatullaahi
Alors, ok. Donc, ce que je voudrais dire, d'abord, il y a, comment dirais-je, des théories de conspiration et tout ça. Donc, mon cas maintenant, l'intérêt n'est pas là-dedans. L'intérêt n'est pas aux conspirations ou quoi que ce soit. Maintenant, le but de cette émission est bien sûr de diffuser ces clips et c'est pour faire, porter notre solidarité. C'est pour apporter notre solidarité. Donc, ce qu'on devrait faire. Donc, bon, il y a bien sûr des gens qui disent qu'il a été déjà livré par l'Éthiopie et d'autres sources d'informations qui disent qu'il est toujours en Éthiopie. Peu importe la situation, qu'il soit en Éthiopie, qu'il soit à Djibouti, le point, c'est pas ça. Le plus important, c'est de passer un message clair et simple. Bien sûr, c'est ça. Donc, je voudrais d'abord m'adresser, bien sûr, à l'Éthiopie, qui est un pays ami, un pays frère. Et bien sûr, je vais m'adresser au Premier ministre Abiy Ahmed. Je vais le faire en anglais si vous me le permettez parce que je veux que le message aille directement à lui. Je sais qu'il parle anglais. Je ne parle pas malheureusement à Marenia, peut-être un jour. Donc, les points que je voudrais mettre, donc bien sûr d'abord à Abiy Ahmed. Le deuxième point, ça va être l'UNHCR, le Haut Commissariat pour les réfugiés, bien sûr. Donc, voilà. Donc, commençons par le docteur Abiy. Dr. Abiy Ahmed, Prime Minister, I would like to advocate on behalf of Fuad, Lieutenant Fuad, who's we understand, because we have conflicting information. We understand he's still in Ethiopia, and there's other information saying you delivered him to Djiboutian authority, and he's in Djibouti. So what I want to say is this: is obviously Ethiopia is probably one of the oldest country and has the oldest traditions, and obviously they have tradition of welcoming people and who fled oppressions. And obviously I want to get to take you up to the Muslim who fled to Ethiopia, and then the Emperor Nagasi, and all those things. So it's got established tradition. Obviously, the only times they failed and to honor that tradition was under the TPLF government, and we know when they delivered Djiboutian opposition who were there, and they were refugees, and obviously and who should have had protection. So that's the only time. And we know today's the TPLF government is despised by everybody, not only everybody elsewhere, where they run havoc in Somalia, or obviously the war they goes to the Eritrean people and all those things, and even by the Ethiopians themselves, so obviously, and the legacy is there today forever for them. So and that's because they didn't care about the importance of legality and obviously respect to human rights and all these things. And I hope, as you being a laureate of Nobel Peace Prize, and we know something that happened not long ago to Aung San Suu Kyi, I think from Myanmar, and we know where she ended up by not respecting those principles while she was a laureate herself. So this is what I want to say here, sir, with all due respect. I understand that you obviously the relationship that Ethiopia and Djibouti have, and obviously Ethiopia depends a lot in Djibouti, but Djibouti as well depends a lot in Ethiopia. So it's vice versa. I'm well aware of that, but it will not be befitting to yourself, to your country, and to obviously that price, that price of Nobel Peace Prize, to deliver someone, who asks for refuge in your country. I understand that you probably is someone you cannot accommodate because obviously of the relationship with Djibouti. That's understandable. I have no problem with that. Then what you need to do is then obviously, do you have United Nations refugee in Ethiopia? So you have to find a third country. Otherwise, the United Nations, refugee commission, High Commission should find, a host country, a third host country who probably don't have a good relation or big relation in a way, depending in Djibouti. I know, so I don't know any of this country. Maybe the United Nations, the High Commission should speak to those countries to make sure that he go, there. If you cannot accommodate him, give him, asylum in your country. So that's one of the things. And obviously, I would like to pass a message here to, High Commission for Refugees and Felipe Grandi. And obviously, I know he came several times to Djibouti. He has a good tie with Djibouti, but that's not the reason why not to, fulfill his duty as High Commission, for refugee. And obviously, I'm gonna just show you quickly a clip. So that's what I'm saying, sir. Then obviously you have to be, you have to meet your obligations because history will remember if you deliver this man who fled, who fled oppression. Remember yourself, your position today, you owe it to people who fought oppression. That's why you are today Prime Minister of Ethiopia. If it weren't for those people who sacrificed their lives, the Kiros and many others who sacrificed their life to free Ethiopia of oppression, 27-year oppression of TPLF. We all know that. So today, why you are where you're sitting, sir, because of those people like Fuad who was fighting, who fought oppression, and they gave their life for that. And that's what he's trying to do, is to flee, to be free person. And that's what he did. So now, obviously, like the Sahaba, the time of Prophet Muhammad, and obviously he relied on that tradition. If the TPLF were still there, he wouldn't be coming to your country. You know that, because we will know, the outcome. The outcome would be the same thing what they did, previously with the Djiboutian opposition. And obviously Djibouti, what they did with Ethiopian opposition. And obviously two dictatorships. And obviously we still have dictatorship in Djibouti with Ismail Omar Guelleh's 43 years reign. Because let's remind everybody, he's president of Djibouti since 1977. The old Hassan Guled was just a puppet who was there. So he's never been a president. We know that. So that's what's happening, sir. And obviously I told you about it, and I understand it's just, it's too big of a problem for you to have Fuad in your country. That's fine. But now you'll have to speak, or because I understand he has the possibility, or maybe he already applied for asylum. So now Felipe Grandi, High Commission has to do their duty, because that's why they are there. So now, obviously, I'm going to show you a quick clip of Felipe Grandi, who came in Djibouti several times, who brought refugees to our country, and all this thing. Why they weren't genuine refugees, because we know Ismail Omar Guelleh brought his clan from everywhere to settle them there. And obviously, and I know I have my own issue with Felipe Grandi and his policy in Djibouti, because where Djiboutians become foreigners, and foreigners have more rights, and obviously, and that's one of the clip he did then, and obviously, and before I address my, one or two words to him, let's look at this clip.
I came here to Djibouti to support them, to learn from them, and to tell the world that this is a small country with few resources that keeps its borders open. They have refugees from 4 neighboring countries.
Yes, yeah, Sir Felipe Grandi. Obviously, we know all these guys are fake refugees, and obviously, it's just they were brought in our country by Ismail Omar Guelleh just to do ethnic cleansing against other people. And I already several times voiced my concerns on these things, but that's not the point today. The point is now I would like to make is obviously there is a lieutenant from Djiboutian army who is in Ethiopia. He's probably still detained there, from what we know. So what you have to do, you have really to be up to your duty. Is just to look. Is probably is a too much a problem for the Ethiopian government. If the Ethiopian government is not willing to give him asylum there, so we'll have to find him a third country, for him to request and apply for asylum. And that's the things, and obviously that has to be done quickly, because we all know, even though you have to say a lot of good things about Djiboutian regime, but we all know as a Djiboutian is a ruthless dictatorship where people are tortured and killed and imprisoned without trials, and we all know that. So it's well documented everywhere. So Amnesty International and all those organisms, obviously talk about those things. So this is what you need to do, sir. This is what you need to do, as United Nations High Commission for Refugee. You'll have to find a way to find a third country for this refugee, because he's a refugee. He cannot just be handed back to Djibouti. He hasn't committed any crimes. He just, denounced, oppression, and he fled. He didn't kill anybody. Yeah, he didn't commit any crime. So it's not a crime to have an opinion, and obviously we will know, he fits perfectly the Geneva Convention 1951, so he fits those criteria. So that's what his crime is. He's just a voice of opinion. He denounced, oppression and obviously injustice. That's not a crime, sir, and you know yourself, because you upheld those 1951 criteria, and that's why your organization is across the world to make sure that people, are protected. And that's all why I'm asking you today. So that's what your organization in Ethiopia has to do soon as possible. And obviously we need clear information, because you'll have to look into these things. You cannot be silenced. Yeah? You cannot be silent, because if you're silent, you're accomplice. And that's what you are. And your organization's role is not to be silenced. It's just to make sure, because as far as I know, the family of this man don't have any news. His former family was arrested and tortured. Yeah, they were arrested. Why? You will arrest a family of someone who haven't even committed a crime. Even if he committed the crimes, you don't arrest his family, his children, his wife, his brothers, and or his siblings. Yeah, his siblings, everybody. So that's how ruthless is this regime. And obviously, if you're not aware of that, because you have an office, I understand, and you recently named someone new to Djibouti, and obviously you were aware, the track record of this ruthless dictatorships who torture, who kill and imprison people without trial, or who doesn't even respect the Djiboutian constitution. So you're all aware of that. So please, that's what I'm asking you to do your job. That's what you are there for. That's exactly why you're receiving, funds by the international community. And that's what I'm saying to you today. So obviously I talked to the Prime Minister, obviously Ethiopian federal government. So they have history will judge you. Trust me. History is no way to escape history, because history will stay there with you forever. Remember today, Ethiopia, why, a country of what you call, friendship, and obviously for centuries, 1,400 years, that story stuck there. Yeah? The asylum they gave to people who were fleeing. And everybody today know, the blessing that Ethiopia has is one of those blessings. Even though it's as well the lands of Noah, Prophet Noah, as you're probably aware, it's a blessed lands, and that's what it is. obviously they have been just not blessed probably that of 24, 27 years while the TPLF was there. But that's obviously it's just nothing compared to more than 2,000 years of history. And obviously we don't want to add up to those 27 years of nightmares and of injustice of TPLF rogue regime and power, obviously. So that's what I wanna leave it here at the moment on this thing, and hopefully you got my message, and you'll Ethiopia has to be at the level where it should be really, and I hope that's gonna be the case. Okay, now I'm gonna be talking about the problem with coronavirus and all this thing in Djibouti and obviously across the world. We all know about coronavirus, and it's not to me to tell you what's going on and all this thing. And obviously, a lot of countries, some countries obviously they didn't implement confinement. Sorry, let me go back to French. Sorry, I need to. So let me go back to French. Yeah. So this is what I want to say about. Donc en français. Donc je vais revenir au Covid-19, au confinement, au confinement. Donc nous savons ce qui se passe partout dans le monde. Bien sûr, il y a certains pays ont décidé de ne pas implémenter le confinement. En Europe, par exemple, bien documenté. La Suède, en Afrique, le Bénin. Donc, le Bénin ne l'a pas fait parce qu'ils n'ont pas le moyen. Donc, ça, c'est raisonnable, c'est quelque chose qu'on peut comprendre. Donc, ça, c'est une des choses. Et donc, l'autre chose, l'autre point que, bien sûr, donc, on a dit aux gens à Djibouti de rester chez eux, de ne pas bouger, de gens qui sont en précarité, qui vivaient au jour le jour, qui travaillaient, qui ne travaillaient pas par heure, qui trouvaient des trucs à droite, à gauche, tout ça. Donc, il y avait des gens comme ça. Ok? Donc, il y a des gens comme ça. Ce que je veux dire, ici, je voudrais arrêter un peu le programme, je m'excuse parce que je voudrais faire quelque chose qui... Oui, donc avant d'arrêter le programme, c'est donc ce que je voudrais dire, c'est ça. Et je vais probablement arrêter le programme. Je m'excuse parce qu'il y a quelque chose qui est arrivé. Je dois partir. Merci, je m'excuse.